Hi everybody, it's Crystal. Welcome to my channel. So today I have a stitch tutorial for you. This is a modified side puff stitch. It's got some texture going on there. Can you see that? And it's actually very easy to do. It's just a 2-row repeat. So this would be the front. It's not really that holy or anything from the back. And this, or from the front, this would be the back here. It's flat, so it's not, the front here is the more three-dimensional textured section of it. But yeah, you could use this for anything you wanted to use it for. Considering it's not, it's pretty solid, I guess. 80%, 85%. Like I said, super simple. And do remember, this is just a stitch tutorial. To teach you how to crochet this stitch. You can choose to make with it whatever you'd like, blankets, scarves, anything at all. So this particular modified side puff stitch is done on a base row of single crochet in a multiple of 3 plus 2. Which means whatever you're making, whether it be a blanket, scarf, whatever, you need to chain in multiples of 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, until you get to your desired size. And once you reach that, you add 2 more to your base chain. So a multiple of 3 plus 2. And I do want to apologize. For this particular tutorial, I am using a size H, which is a 5mm crochet hook. And this is just scrap yarn. I do not know, there's no label on it. But I do know it is a 100% 4-weight acrylic yarn. But remember, you use whatever hook and yarn that you like, depending on the project that you're making. Alright, so once you get your multiple of 3 plus 2 done, we're going to go ahead and work row 1 by putting a single crochet in the second chain from our hook. We never count the one that's on our hook. So 1, 2, and we're going to single crochet right into that one. Now we're going to work across the chain, and we're going to put 1 single crochet into every stitch for the entire length of the chain. Just like that. So row 1, 1 single crochet in every stitch until you get to the end of the row. I'll see you there. Alright, once you make it to the end of row 1, you will have 1 less single crochet than what your number of chains were that you started with. Alright, let's go ahead and start row 2. So we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now that chain 1 does not count as a stitch, doesn't count as anything. So what we're going to do is work right back into that very first stitch, and we're going to go into it and we're going to work a single crochet like that, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go back into the exact same stitch again, and we're going to work a puff. It's a little puff. What we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, go into that same stitch and draw up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over again and go into that same stitch, draw up a loop, and you will have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and go through 4 of them, and then you'll have 2 left, and yarn over and go through the remaining 2. There we go. That's how that modified side puff there is made. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start the repeat of row 2. We're going to skip 2 stitches. Skip, skip, and we're going to do this in the next one. So skip 2, skip, skip, and the next we're going to single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and back into that same stitch we're going to do that puff again. So we're going to yarn over, go into that same stitch and draw up a loop, and we're going to yarn over again, go into that same stitch, draw up a loop. And that will leave you with 5 loops on your hook. You want to yarn over and go through all of them except for the last one, which will leave you 2. Then you want to yarn over and go through the remaining 2, like that. And then we're going to repeat that again. So we're going to skip 2, skip, skip, single crochet into the next. And I want to point out, you can see when you start your next side puff, that's when it drops on its side. As soon as you single crochet, that puff drops on its side like that. So we're going to do this again in this stitch. So we did our single crochet. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to work back into the same stitch and do our puff. So we're going to yarn over, go into that same stitch, drop a loop. One more time, we're going to yarn over, same stitch, drop a loop, 5 loops. We're going to yarn over and go through all of them but 1. When you do that, that leaves 2 on your hook. Yarn over and go through the remaining 2. And we're just going to repeat this pattern until we get to the end of the row. Skip 2, skip, skip, and single into the next. And do our puff again, chain 3. And go back into that same stitch as that single and make our puff. Just like that. Skip 2, skip, skip, and we will single and do our puff, single, chain 3, and puff again. Now we're going to repeat this until we get to the end, and we should be able to end. I'll meet up with you when we have 3 stitches left. How about that? All right, I'll see you in a second. All right, I'm coming to the end of row 2, and I just did my side puff here, and I have 3 stitches that remain. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip 2, and I'm just going to put 1 single crochet into the last stitch, which will drop that puff on its side. There we go, and that ends row 2. Now we're going to start row 3, and row 3 and 4 are the repeat rows. Let's begin row 3 with the chain 1 and turn our work. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch, and this is the front side of our work. We're going to go right back into that first single crochet there, and we're going to put 2 double crochets. There's 1, and there's 2, like that. Now we're going to start the repeat of row 3, and in each one of these single crochets from the previous row, we are going to work 3 double crochets in them. So we're going to find the next single crochet right here from the previous row, and we're going to go right into it and work 3 doubles. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And this is what we're going to repeat all the way across the row. So we find our next single right here, and we're going to work 3 double crochets into that single. 1, 2, and 3. Again, next single, 3 doubles. And we're going to go ahead and repeat this pattern, working 3 doubles into every single from the previous row until we get to the last stitch of our row. All right, I'll meet back up with you there. All right, so I'm coming to the end of row 3. I did 3 doubles there into that last single. Now what we want to do at the end is there is a single crochet right down here from the previous row. Remember, we single crocheted and chain 3, and then we did our side puff. We want to go into that single crochet down there, but we only want to put 2 doubles, all right, not 3. So go right down in that single, and we put 2 doubles. So every time we repeat row 3, the double crochet row, when we start our work, it's just 2 doubles. And when we finish our work, it's just 2 doubles. And all the single crochets in between get 3 doubles. Okay, let's go ahead and start row 4. Chain 1 and turn. Now row 4 is it's pretty much the same as row 2. We are going to go into the first stitch and single crochet, chain 3, go back into the same stitch and puff. Go through all of those loops except for that last one, and then yarn over and go through the remaining 2. And we're going to skip 2, skip, skip, and single crochet in the next. Now you'll notice here, from here on out, when you repeat row 4, you'll always end up in the middle of the group of 3 doubles from the previous row. That's how you know you're in the right spot. Now we're going to chain 3, go back into that same stitch, and do our puff. That. Again, we're going to skip 2, skip, skip, and then the next one, you can see it'll be the middle of those 3 doubles, single crochet, chain 3, go back into the same spot, and let's do that puff. Just like that. And this is what we're going to repeat. Skip 2, skip, skip, next one, single crochet, chain 3, and puff, and the same. We're going to repeat this all the way until we get to the last 3 stitches of our row. Alright, I'm coming to the end of row 4, and I have 3 stitches that remain. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to end with just 1 single crochet into the last stitch. That ends row 4, and that ends the repeat rows. So you just want to keep repeating rows 3 and 4. So you would chain 1 and turn, and this would actually be the front side of your work. And you would repeat row 3, which is that double crochet row. 2 doubles into the first stitch, and 3 doubles in each single crochet across until you get to the last 2 doubles into the last. And then you would repeat your side puff again. You would probably want to end on a row 4 repeat, the row 3 repeat, the double crochet row. But after a few repeats, it starts to look like this. And as you can see, I did end on that row 3 repeat, so it's nice and straight edges, straight. Oh, beautiful blanket that made. Real pretty border around that. Nice, simple texture on that. Simple. It's so amazing what you can do with such simple stitches. Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed my tutorial, and I can't wait to see what you make with this. You show me a picture on my Bagoday crochet Facebook page. There's a link to that below in the description box. Also, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you enjoyed, you could hit that subscribe button. Check out my other tutorials. I got hundreds of them. Until next time, have a good day. Bye, guys.